SABC understands that the economic freedom fighters will announce leadership changes of the party at midday today. Now, several highly placed sources have confirmed to SABC News that EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu has indicated his intention to resign from the party. The EFF Deputy President has also requested to be released from all his duties in the party and Parliament. Our sources have, however, said that Shivambu wants the decision to be approved by EFF leadership, including party head Julius Malema. The party and Shivambu will hold a press briefing at midday. But for more on this story, let's cross to SABC News.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Please make sure that you subscribe in this channel. What makes me to be wondered is that why Floyd Shivambu suddenly is resigning from EFF and he's going to the MK party. What is that? Has he got maybe a promise or anything? And I was listening to his resignation speech. He said that he is leaving EFF to join MK party, but he does not have any promise that is going to be held any position in the party. I think that is a lie, because you cannot leave what you have. You cannot leave the accolades that you have and go for nothing. I think there is a lot for Shivambu to gain in Mkondo Wesizwe than in EFF.
Reporter Samkele Maseko, who's on the line to us. Samkele, so here we have, this latest development. So in terms of the veracity of it, where are we standing right now?
Well, Sakina, at this point in time, that we do know that the EFF midday will be announcing leadership changes to the organization. The EFF's Deputy President, Floyd Shivambu, has informed his branch in Ward 44, Johannesburg, that he will not be renewing his party membership, and he has requested the buy-in of the party's organization, including the party's leadership in the form of the Commander-in-Chief, Julius Malema. He has requested to be released as the Deputy President of the EFF. He has requested to be released as a Member of Parliament of the EFF, but he will not effectively be the only one. We also do know that other members of the EFF who have also done the same include Jimmy Mani, they include Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, they include Carl Niehaus, and it is also rumored that the Veronica Mente, the national chairperson of the EFF, may also be part of those who have essentially requested to resign from the organization. But we can confirm that the Deputy President of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu, has said that he will not be renewing his party membership in the Johannesburg region, Ward 44, the biggest performing branch of the EFF, and he has requested to be released as a Member of Parliament and released as the Deputy President of the EFF.
This, of course, Samkele, is rather seismic. So do we know what the reason for this might be?
We don't know what the main reason of this might be at this point in time, but it has been rumored in the past 3 weeks that there would be mass resignations from the economic freedom fighters, and it has been rumored that most of them will be jumping to the MK party as the MK party looks to reorganize and shift its parliamentary list and its own internal structures. What we also do know that it is the aftermath of the election, that the 29th of May elections this year has really shaken the economic freedom fighters across the board in the political organization. And it is also after the discussions of the Government of National Unity, some members of the EFF feel as if the organization missed a perfect opportunity to be part of the national administration and were against the EFF choosing not to be part of the Government of National Unity. And it is a political fallout of magnitude within the economic freedom fighters. But we do know that Floyd Shivambu has requested that there be no character assassination from the EFF and from his side as well. He has committed that he will not slander, he will not speak negatively of the economic emancipation movement he has helped build, but it is ultimately the aftermath of the 29th of May results and the preparations going towards the NPA in December, and also ultimately what the EFF chose to do in the negotiations of the Government of National Unity.
So, Samkele, when we look at those who are touted to tender the resignations, among others, Carl Niehaus, the likes of Mzwanele Manye, etc., those are people that I suppose won't come as much of a surprise, because I think for many who are au fait with the machinations in the political arena, they would have thought at some point that perhaps there would be that sort of defection, if you will, to the MK party, because these are people who've always been very strongly aligned with former President Jacob Zuma. But is there any indication of where Floyd Shivambu will go to? Is he going to stay within politics, or is he likely to go elsewhere?
Well, Sakina, all I will say to you is that in his resignation letter, he has not yet indicated where he will be ultimately going, but he says that he will not be lost to South Africa's political scene. He will ultimately remain within the political realm within the country. He will pursue and will not betray the generational mission of economic freedom in our lifetime. And one wonders where he will go. There has been suggestions that he is being courted by the MK party. I do know that there are those within the MK party that have been reaching out to Niko Shivambu to come on board to assist with policy formulation of the MK party. I can't confirm to you as yet where Niko Shivambu will land up in, or who will ultimately be living with him. But all I can tell you is that there are a number of people who are not happy with the economic freedom fighters and how it's effectively being run, particularly in the province of Gauteng. You've seen the resignation of many leaders of the EFF, such as its own organizer within the party, who has Patrick Sindan, who has deflected to the Patriotic Alliance, who was a strong organizer of the EFF, particularly within these elections. And ultimately, they are the ones who are supporting Floyd Shivambu with the EFF. And I've spoken to a number of people in the party as well, who have openly said that they will be leaving with Floyd Shivambu when the announcement is made at midday today due to their allegiance to him. So I can say to you, Sakina, at this point in time, he is being courted by the MK party. It is not confirmed whether he's going to the MK party. Some have said that those discussions may be at an advanced stage. But Floyd Shivambu has been unhappy in the EFF for quite some time now. And the ructions between him and the leader of the party, Julius Malema, have been simmering in quite proportions. But I am told that Julius Malema is very much disappointed in the decision that Floyd Shivambu has taken. We got the news of this particular resignation of Floyd Shivambu yesterday evening at around 10 in the evening. That's when I got the call that there are serious discussions and ructions going on there at Winnie Madikizela Mandela House. And I even sent a cryptic message to one official of the EFF who normally responds. But yesterday evening, that particular individual just decided to blue tick me. That's when I saw that there really is fire where there is smoke.
And as you say, Samkele Maseko, the unhappiness, simmering unhappiness has been there for a while, because I remember you and I talking about this during the manifesto launch of the EFF, where we noted something there at the body language at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in terms of who was where and what was happening. So KZN and the fact that Floyd Shivambu had been there for a while as well, did that have much to do with this?
Well, all I will say to you, Sakina, is Floyd Shivambu, when he went to KwaZulu-Natal, he rocked the boat when it came to the supporters of Marshal Dlamini, the Secretary General of the party. Those who supported Marshal Dlamini felt ostracized and sidelined by Floyd Shivambu. And also there were those who were saying that you can't bring Floyd Shivambu to a province like KwaZulu-Natal, which is a traditional province in a sense, and it loves authoritative leadership, particularly that can speak and narrate in their own particular language. There were some instances where Floyd was speaking in rallies in KwaZulu-Natal or community meetings. People would walk out saying they can't even hear this person. He's speaking continuously in English. He can't engage them in one of the Nguni languages, which would be Xhosa or isiZulu, as they would predominantly want. So there were ructions, and particularly with the bad performance of the ANC, of the EFF rather, in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, it ultimately led to him being replaced by Mwiseni Ndlozi as a convener within that province. And out before Mwiseni Ndlozi, he was replaced by the former convener of deployees in that province, Marshal Dlamini, the Secretary General, who tried to ramp up the EFF support in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, but dismally failed. So those lines of unhappiness were there going towards the elections, after the elections, and particularly after the performance of the EFF in that province of KwaZulu-Natal. Many said that the performance of the EFF in KZN was an indictment on Floyd Shivambu and his leadership, and if he were to have future aspirations of becoming the commander-in-chief of the EFF. So that unhappiness has been simmering and brewing for quite some time. One wonders why he ultimately decided to pull the trigger at this point in time.